about to boot it away to start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 20. Yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return.
Here we go. Kill. 14 choice. Ready,
they'll start on the ground with Frazier. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Rebels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here comes the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. And the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long. But because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
Reed to throw for it on fourth. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Coming out with it, it's Alexander. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here.
Ninja. Skate, foul. Icy. Ruby.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fiery to the right, complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Lacy. There's some room. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The offense changing the play. Reed. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Play action with Reed.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Calls his own number. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
776 captain. 776 captain.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Buys a little extra time. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. The snap sets up to throw. Going to try to get it in on the ground. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Reed to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The short hands. It's Morrow. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Texas A&M going quickly. The run inside. It's Owens. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
And the offense has a little bit of success. And what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Reed. Here's the pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And I would argue. One of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Motion from the back. Run in the red zone. It's Owens. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with the 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The option look. Keeps it on first down. Now the toss. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Sends it back in motion. He's it open. Here's a little room there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Corners are going to bail. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Arrington. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds and create that negative play.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Reed. Wide open downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Blue 22.
Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Looking for a crease. It's Lacy. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Unloads quickly. Turning it on. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Reed to throw. Finds his man. At the 45 on his way. It's a running room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Back to throw, it's Reed. Grabs it in the middle. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Ready, go.
Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Kill it. 76 Ninja.
corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. Quarterback making adjustments. Reed. Pressure coming. Looking for the score. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Reed. Buys a little time. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Lily. Icy. Stack. Bender.
And back to the air on second down. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood.
Racing down the left side. Touchdown. once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now we've got to go get the stop. We've got to get the football back. We've got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Blue 85.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Keep.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Running inside. It's Owens. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.